When I was growing up, there was this very famous advertising campaign where Superman came flying down from the sky to stop Mr. Nicotine getting these kids hooked onto smoking. And at that time, I was an ardent smoker already. I wasn't really interested in Superman or his superpowers. I was much more interested in self-sabotage, and would be, unfortunately, for many years to come. The clients that see me for smoking usually come to see me because they've seen a video on my website where I talk about my own smoking history. And it's a really successful video. But every now and again, someone will say to me, I see you work with smokers, but do you also help vapers to quit? As though it's a different habit. And in my mind, it's not a different habit. It's just I use the word smoking because it's what I always did. I was born in 73, and that's the language that I grew up with. However, for vapors, there's some fundamental differences. I mean, obviously, vaping doesn't smell bad like cigarettes. It's odorless, it's attractive, it's got lots of different colours, flavours, and that often certainly seduces the kids into doing it. But there are the fundamental similarities, and this is what I was thinking about recently. Towards the end of my smoking career, I tried to stop many times, and I used patches many times to kind of like wean myself off the whole nicotine thing. But I was going out with friends, I'd be having a patch, and then I'd be ending up smoking with a patch on. I'd even given myself I was once sick with a nicotine overdose because I had the full strength nicotine patches on, and then I was chain smoking. That's how ridiculous and mad it was. But for many of the smokers, vapors that I see, a lot of them moved on to vaping believing it was going to allow them to wean off nicotine. And that's mad, isn't it? And it's the same as when I recently found out that the NHS people are encouraging smokers to wean themselves off cigarettes through vaping. But how can you wean yourself off nicotine with nicotine? It doesn't make any sense at all. So anyway, but most of the people I know who do vape are saying they come to me because they're waking up in the middle of the night. That's just something that didn't actually happen to me when I was a smoker. Well, mind you, I probably wasn't sleeping anyway. But if I did go to sleep, I didn't wake up for a fag. But people who vape, they are waking up to vape, and a lot of vapors have these contraptions that you plug into the wall, and they've constantly got their vape right by their bedside ready to go, because obviously with smoking people don't smoke in the house as much. So that's a massive thing. It's a massive pain point if you are so hooked on vaping that you cannot leave a room or conceive of a couple of hours without having a vape. And that's horrible. It's a horrible place to be in. So if you're at that point where, and this is a similarity between smoking and vaping, although it's the same habit, I'm contradicting myself. The similarity is in that constant need for that trap and having to have something externally outside of yourself to feel comfortable, to feel safe, to feel confident in your own skin. And regardless of the fact we don't know how bad vaping is, because the data is still coming in, we can fairly assume that it's not going to be good. So if you want to be confident and you want to feel safe and you want to feel free and get excited about breathing and fly through the sky like Superman, then come and let me help you stop vaping. That's right, stop vaping and smoking. Let me help you using hypnosis. My name's Laura Cox. I specialise in quitting vaping, quitting smoking, quitting weed, whatever you want to call it. There's a difference there. At least you can argue that weed actually does something for you. At least it changes your mind. Whereas vaping and smoking, they really do nothing for you. Anyway, if you want to stop any of those, come and see me, get in touch, DM me, and I'm to be delighted to help you find your freedom and escape from the nicotine trap.